And joining me now on the program is a real constitutional lawyer, Senator Mike Lee, who testified before the House Judiciary Committee this afternoon on the Obama administration's abuse of power. Hello, Senator Lee.
Hello, it's good to be with you.
We were just doing a little intro to this segment where I was pointing out that the president once defended habeas corpus and then decided that he could hold American citizens indefinitely without charge until the end of hostilities, that Congress has the power to decide laws on immigration, naturalization, and bankruptcies, yet he just decided to give amnesty to the dreamers. How is that not overstepping the Constitution?
Well, it is overstepping the Constitution because this is power that belongs to the American people and has been delegated by the American people to 535 individuals in Congress, 100 in the Senate and 435 in the House. This is not his power. He can't make law. He can't change policy embedded in existing federal statute just by presidential declaration.
So what went on at this hearing today? Is there going to be actually some forward motion on reining in the president?
Well, at this hearing, the House Judiciary Committee was trying to figure out the extent of President Obama's unconstitutional overreaches. And we discussed, among other things, his policy by executive order effectively implementing the failed DREAM Act, the one that Congress considered but refused to pass. We discussed what Congress can do in response to this. Congress, of course, can always defund the implementation of some of these programs, but that's difficult to do where, under this circumstance, you've got the Senate still under the control of the president's party. Nonetheless, the power ultimately resides in the American people to look at this and decide that they need to get a new president, that it's time for a new chief executive, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Is one of the big things the takeover of GM? Because I swear, in even the most elastic view of the Constitution, I don't see where the federal executive gets to step in, take a car company over, take private property from American citizens without any court case whatsoever, and then run the company. I just don't see it.
I don't see it either, and I think we could both search the Constitution in vain for authority to back up that kind of effort. Well, the fact is we're never going to find it because it just doesn't exist. But look, we have to remember that in 1787, those who put together our founding-era document were leery about executive overreaches. They understood what can happen when an executive wields too much power, when too much power gets concentrated in one person. We learned that the hard way from George III. And so that's why they put together checks and balances, and that's why they also made the president subject to re-election every 4 years.
I have to ask, what is John Boehner? He is the Speaker of the House. I know you're in the United States Senate, but this was over at the House of Representatives. John Boehner is the Speaker of the House. The Constitution gives the House the power to draw up the articles of impeachment. Now, I'm not going to try to get controversial here, but is Boehner going to actually do something like the I word, or at least say it's on the table if this president doesn't stop just overreaching the Constitution?
I haven't heard the I word as you
the I word.
Use it. I haven't heard the I word. But we do have an election coming up. The American people have the opportunity to decide that it's time for a change and to vote for someone else. They do have that opportunity, and I think they're going to exercise it, and I think we're going to get a new president at the beginning of the year as a result.
Well, Senator Lee, you're one of the good guys.